Most people are overpaying for links and they don't even realize it. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I'm consistently building backlinks that are easily worth $300 and above for a fraction of the cost. In fact, I recently landed a powerful and hyper relevant link for just $50. That was an absolute bargain. There were no agencies, no middleman, just pure strategy. Now here's the problem with buying links. Most link building services charge an insane markup and you have no clue if the links are even worth it. And I'll give you an example in just a moment. It's kind of like going to Amazon and buying a product when what you can do is just go to AliExpress and you'll find the exact same product that they're selling. Go direct to the source. Now, many agencies claim 100% genuine outreach like Fat Joe, but a lot of them are just reselling the same sites to everyone. Now, I'm not just picking on Fat Joe here, and I'm not saying they're doing that, but a lot of them lie about it. And the reason why I know is because I used to work with agencies like this, and I noticed that they're ranking for different search terms like guest post services, and they're selling these links and telling people they're white hat, but in reality, these are just sites that they've set up themselves and they're selling these links, or they know the people and they've just got an entire list and they're just marking up the prices and selling it on to you. And now you're not paying for quality, you're just paying for convenience. And be careful when they say 100% genuine outreach. And popular sites that sell these guest posts are, you've probably seen the Fat Joe ads, super annoying, Rhino Rank, guest post services. Now we're on Fat Joe here. We take a look at this package, DR30, 100 to 10k monthly search traffic. Now that's a massive difference, 110,000 people visiting that site. That's a very big difference. You don't know where the traffic is coming from. A lot of things you don't know about. This is another popular guest posting service, Rhino Rank. And if you look, DA10 for $70. But how much traffic are they getting? No one cares about domain authority, or you shouldn't. Anyone can boost their domain authority. Anyone can manipulate that, the domain authority or the domain rating, whichever metric you go by. Anyone can manipulate this stuff. And if you go to a DR40, which is getting to a decent link, you're basically getting to $200 for these links. Is it worth it? Well, what I'm about to show you, no, it's not really. If we take a look at this site, it's an Indian-owned site. I think I might know the person who owns it because they build their websites basically all the same. It's the exact same design and they're basically just selling PBN links. So first of all, what makes a link worth it? If you ever paid for a link and seen zero improvement, you're not alone. A lot of people make this mistake because they don't know how to vet a link. Not all backlinks move the needle. So authority matters. So domain authority like this right here, you can use this metric, Ahrefs. But relevance is king. Most agencies and freelancers, they don't prioritize this. And you want to judge it by traffic, not domain authority. So you can literally use something like SEMrush and look at the traffic. So literally I put amazon.com in there or .co.uk and you can see an estimate on how much organic traffic I'm getting. And what I find is these numbers are usually slashed in half. So if they're getting 140 million, they're probably getting close to 300 million traffic a month, visitors a month. Now the traffic location. So if you've got a UK domain, you want it coming from the UK. You want the traffic, the keywords they're ranking for, not to be gibberish random keywords that manipulate the number of searches they get. You want it actually to be from UK keywords and UK traffic. And you can use SEMrush right here and you can see the division. So UK, US, Ireland. And you can see the top organic keywords that they're ranking for right here in this section. And if they're ranking for like random numbers, guess what? They've manipulated it. Now, of course, the site must be in English. Avoid link farms. So all you're going to do is basically click on their posts. Are they constantly linking out to sites and money sites like affiliate sites or e-commerce category pages? If they're constantly doing this, it's probably a link farm. It's probably a PBN. Links must be a do follow link. Now, if you don't know what a do follow link is, you can literally just use this tool and click on this and it'll give you a highlight button, highlight feature. And if you click on that, it'll highlight any no follow links and you want the links to be do follow. So this link I recently got, what makes it so powerful? Well, relevancy is what makes it so powerful because it's hyper relevant, and content plus traffic is what makes the site so good and so potent as a backlink. And if we take a look at the metrics right here, it's only get 2,400 visitors a month according to SEMrush. But the site is hyper relevant. So it's coming from the UK, and more specifically, it's coming from that specific city I'm trying to rank in. So if you look at the organic keywords, a lot of the search queries are coming from Birmingham, and I have a site that's trying to rank for a service term in Birmingham. So it's really hyper relevant, and it's got the location in the domain. So it's super relevant. So where do you find these affordable link opportunities? Well, you've got to remember that the same websites are being sold to you for £300-500, and they're listed on freelance sites for much cheaper, so like £50 or £100. So what you can do is go to sites like Upwork, people per hour, join guest posting and SEO Facebook groups, and all you're going to do is post in them. So this is an example I used for a client of mine. I'm looking for backlinks on Uttoxeter related websites only. Website requirements: must be receiving traffic at least 1,000 plus according to SEMrush. Please don't send sites that don't meet this requirement, or you'll just be sent to spam. No PBNs, real websites only. Must be realistically priced for a guest post. I don't care about DA, only traffic. So you're showing that you've got some expertise in the space, so they know they can't bamboozle you by saying, oh, this website is great, look at the design and everything, when in reality it's just a no traffic type of website. Links must be do follow. Please send the links to the websites and not a spreadsheet link attachment along with the price. Thanks. And literally, you're going to post this into different Facebook groups as well as different freelance sites. And then you're going to get a bunch of responses, and basically you're going to vet those links. So using this process I went over, and make a list of the sites you want to get a link from. And then we're going to move on to the next stage. If it's too expensive, you can just cut out the middleman, because they're giving you the sites, right? They're giving you the list of sites. You've got a list of sites you want to get a link from. You can just cut out the freelancer. I know it kind of sucks because they've kind of given you the list of websites, and some of them have actually caught onto this. So they'll send you the site, and then an hour later, they'll actually remove those links. So what you can do is copy and paste the links into a doc somewhere. If it's an extortionate price, what I'll do is I'll just contact the actual website webmasters themselves. So you've got to remember, agencies and freelancers, they don't build links, they flip them. So why pay 5 times 10x the price when you could just go straight to the source? And these agencies, they're not doing outreach as much as they advertise it. A lot of them don't. They just have a pool of sites that accept paid placements. So as time goes on, these SEO agencies, they've been building links and building those relationships, and they've just got a spreadsheet. And I know this because I worked with an agency that used to do this, and then they'll just have a spreadsheet of these sites along with the price, and then they'll just have their markups. So if a link seems too expensive, it's because someone else is taking a cut. So it's kind of like going through a toll, and you're just paying extra for no reason only. You already pay taxes here, there, just everywhere regarding your car. But guess what? They're just adding more taxes to it. It's just completely unnecessary. And unfortunately, in real life, you can't cut out the tolls. Of course, you can take the free route, but a lot of places you can't. But in this case, in SEO, you can. And here's an example. This guy was selling some really good links. So even though there's not a lot of traffic, so 793 traffic, 5,700, 68,000, which is quite a lot. And they were really hyper relevant to the place, to the client I just showed you. So what I did, I tried to negotiate down, but he said, no, this is the price, I'm not going to go down. So that had me thinking, guess what? They've probably discussed what the lowest price is from the actual website, from those webmasters, what's the lowest they're willing to go. And what's happened is that's the lowest they're willing to go, and he's charging a little bit extra because he needs to make a profit from that. And what we're doing here, what I did is I went straight to the source. So you're simply going to reach out and negotiate for cheaper prices. So if you ever felt like you're being ripped off, you probably are. Link prices are highly negotiable, but most people don't even try, or they do it in a really bad way. And I've got 8 years of experience in SEO, and this is what you want to do. And it doesn't take long. So you want to appear as a startup right here, really important. So I literally just wrote hi there, I didn't even put the name. I have a friend who's based in Birmingham, and he wanted to get his website on different Birmingham publications. How much would you charge to get featured in a guest post? Thanks. So short and sweet, I'm not wasting their time. Everyone knows the value of a link. Everyone knows that when people say, hey, I'd love to contribute to your site, guess what? They all know that means backlink. And do you know why they know you're looking for a backlink? Because marketers have ruined everything. because these people have constantly been reached out to and they've caught on to the value of a backlink. And what you want to do is you want to lowball your offers. Most webmasters expect negotiation. So he responded with the price and I put, thanks for this. He just got back to me and told me the price is a bit higher. He's just a startup. Would you be able to do a guest post for $40? A guest post that's genuinely helpful and well written. And he said, hi, we allowed this for a fee of $100. So that was too expensive. So what I did was just leave it. If they won't budge on price, don't reply, okay? Don't reply. Silence often gets you a discount. Work on other opportunities first and then come back. So what happened is I sent this out on 20th of Feb and the response came on 25th of Feb and I didn't reply. He just put, hi, we do allow this for a fee of $100 and I didn't reply to him and he just wrote, 50 is the best I can do. So I got a really big discount. So I went from paying $250, $300 for a link to just $50. And these are the types of links which in reality are going to cost you at least $300 from these services. And they won't even be the same quality as this. Now, when you are sending your guest post over, make sure it's genuinely valuable content. And when I sent my guest post over, I put my service in the title as well as the location. So what's happened here is that site has got the location in their domain and their domain is hyper relevant and the traffic they're getting from their domain is hyper relevant because it's coming mostly from the city I'm wanting to rank. And then on top of that, the guest post I put includes my service keyword as well as my location. So there are just so many layers of relevance here and it makes it so potent and so powerful. And what I did was I did the keyword research to find some underserved topics. I then created a brief to make it genuinely useful so they actually want your content and then pitch high value content. So site owners are far more likely to accept if your content improves their website. And do you know what? AI wrote this. And this isn't some crappy AI that I just went into ChatGPT and said, hey, write this article. It's a prompt that I've been working for basically 3 years. And if you want the prompt that's going to create really good guest post articles and make sure your links stick, I'd highly recommend checking out this video. Now, if you're someone who's looking to scale their business through SEO and gain clarity with your SEO approach, your SEO strategy, I'd highly recommend you check out this page. There's a link in the description below. Check out this 2-minute video. You can check out some of my client results. And what it is a one-on-one consultation with myself where I tell you exactly what you need to do in order to get your rankings higher and what you're doing wrong and what you should avoid and what you should do. And it's basically a 1-hour call with myself and by the end you'll know exactly what to do. And there's also a chance to work with me if we're the right fit.